If you've ever searched, how much money do I need to retire? And the first number you saw was $1 million. Maybe your stomach sank a little. Maybe you thought, well, I guess retirement isn't happening for me. Stop. Because of that number? It's not your number. Not because it's fake, not because someone made it up, but because retirement isn't based on a magic dollar amount. It's based on your life. Today, I'm going to show you the exact formula that real financial planners use, not clickbait headlines, not viral social media advice, and definitely not arbitrary million-dollar myths. By the end of this video, you'll be able to calculate your own retirement number in less than 30 seconds, using nothing more than a single sheet of paper. Let's get started. So, first things first, where did this $1 million number even come from? Seriously, who decided that $1 million was the magic number everyone should chase? You'd think it came from some groundbreaking financial study, or years of research by the world's top economists. But it didn't. It's not based on one definitive study. It's not an official rule. And it's definitely not a number that works for everyone. The truth? It's a headline. A big, round, easy-to-remember number. It's dramatic. It's intimidating. And let's be honest, it gets clicks. You need $1 million to retire. Now that sounds exciting. Compare that to, you probably need around 11.4 times your annual expenses. Not exactly the kind of headline that goes viral, is it? But here's the problem. That $1 million target quietly assumes that everyone's life is exactly the same. The same lifestyle, the same spending, the same retirement age, the same income, the same future. And that's simply not true. Because retirement isn't about chasing someone else's number. It's about understanding your life. Where do you live? How much do you actually spend every year? When do you want to retire? Will you receive Social Security? A pension? Rental income? Investment income? Every single one of those answers changes the math. Imagine two people. They retire on the exact same day. One lives in a quiet rural town, enjoys a simple lifestyle, and spends about $40,000 a year. The other lives in the middle of Manhattan, loves city life, and spends more than $120,000 every year. Should both of them aim for exactly $1 million? Of course not. Their lives are different. Their expenses are different. Their goals are different. So naturally, their retirement numbers will be different too. That's why there is no universal retirement number, no magic target, no one-size-fits-all answer. Because personal finance is personal, and the number that really matters isn't the one you saw in a headline. It's the one that's built around your life. All right, now let's get to the part you've been waiting for, the actual math. And don't worry, this isn't complicated. In fact, it's surprisingly simple. The formula is called the 25 times rule, and it comes from something known as the 4% rule, a guideline that financial planners have relied on for decades to estimate sustainable retirement withdrawals. So here's how it works. There are only 2 steps. That's it. Step 1. Figure out how much money you'll actually spend each year after you retire. Not what you earn today, not your current salary, your retirement expenses. Because for many people, those expenses are actually lower. Maybe the mortgage is finally paid off. The kids have moved out. You're no longer commuting every day. Life becomes a little simpler. Now, step 2. Take that annual spending number and multiply it by 25. That's it. Seriously, that's your retirement target. No mystery, no secret formula, just one simple calculation. Let's see what that looks like. Imagine you expect to spend $50,000 a year once you're retired. Multiply 50,000 by 25, and you get $1,250,000. Now, that's actually pretty close to the famous $1 million headline. But here's where things get interesting. Let's change just one number. Suppose you only need $40,000 each year. Now your target drops to exactly $1 million. Lower your annual spending to $30,000, and suddenly your retirement number becomes $750,000. Now, let's go the other direction. Spend $60,000 a year, and your target increases to $1.5 million. See what's happening? The retirement number keeps changing because it isn't fixed. It never was. Your retirement goal isn't based on a headline. It isn't based on what your neighbor saved. And it definitely isn't based on some random number on the internet. It's based on your spending. And once you understand that, retirement planning suddenly feels a whole lot less intimidating. Curious. At this point, you might be wondering, why 25? Why not 20? Why not 30? Is 25 just another random number? Actually, there's a very good reason. And once you understand it, the whole formula starts to make sense. The 25 times rule comes from something called the 4% rule. It's based on decades of research into how investment portfolios have performed throughout history, using a balanced mix of stocks and bonds. Now, don't let that sound more complicated than it really is, because the idea itself is incredibly simple. Imagine you've retired. Instead of spending your entire savings, you withdraw only a small portion each year, about 4%. Meanwhile, the rest of your money stays invested. Over long periods of time, the stock market has generally continued to grow. Not every single year, of course. Some years are fantastic, others are painful. But historically, over decades, that growth has often been enough to replace much, or even all, of what you withdrew. That's why the 4% rule became such a popular guideline. not because it's magic, but because history has shown it has a strong chance of helping a retirement portfolio last for 30 years or even longer. Here's another way to think about it. Imagine you have $1 million invested. If you withdraw 4% each year, that's $40,000. And here's the interesting part. If you need $40,000 each year, you need a portfolio that's 25 times that amount. It's simply the same relationship, expressed in two different ways. 4%, or 25 times your annual spending. They're saying exactly the same thing. Once you see that, the math suddenly feels much less mysterious. Now, I do want to be completely transparent. The 4% rule isn't perfect. No financial rule is. Some financial planners now recommend withdrawing closer to 3.5%, especially since people are living longer than ever before. Others believe 4.5% can work if you're willing to reduce your spending during difficult market years. Reasonable experts can disagree because the future is never guaranteed. But if you're looking for a place to begin, a framework that's been studied, tested, and debated for decades, the 25 times rule remains one of the strongest starting points you'll find. It's not a promise. It's not a prediction. It's simply a smart place to start. Now, before you grab a calculator, there's one more thing you need to know. Your retirement number isn't just your annual expenses multiplied by 25. There are a handful of factors that can push that number higher or lower. Let's go through them. First, Social Security or a pension. If you're expecting guaranteed income every year, your investment portfolio doesn't have to cover all of your expenses. Imagine you plan to spend $60,000 each year, but Social Security provides $20,000 annually. Now your investments only need to generate the remaining $40,000. That's a huge difference. In fact, it could reduce your retirement target by roughly $500,000. Next, your retirement age. Retiring at 67 is very different from retiring at 50. The earlier you stop working, the longer your savings need to support you, which usually means you'll need a larger portfolio or a more conservative withdrawal strategy. Then there's healthcare. This is one of the most overlooked retirement expenses, especially if you retire before you're eligible for Medicare. Medical insurance, prescriptions, unexpected treatments, they can add up much faster than many people expect. Planning for those costs today can save you from unpleasant surprises later. Another big one is your home. If your mortgage is completely paid off, your monthly expenses may drop dramatically. That means your retirement income doesn't have to stretch nearly as far. Sometimes, paying off your home before retirement can be just as valuable as increasing your investments. And finally, don't forget about part-time income. Retirement doesn't always mean never working again. Some people consult, some teach, some start small businesses. Others simply turn a hobby into extra income. A few $1,000s each year can make a surprisingly big difference, because every dollar you earn is one less dollar your investments have to provide. So when someone asks, "How much money do I need to retire?" the honest answer isn't $1 million or $2 million or any number you hear in a headline. The real retirement number is the one you calculate based on your lifestyle, your goals, your income, and the life you actually want to live. All right, let's bring all of this together with a simple example. Meet Alex. Now, Alex isn't a real person, but the situation is very real, and it looks a lot like what millions of people will face. Imagine Alex plans to retire at age 65. Right now, Alex spends about $55,000 each year, but by the time retirement arrives, the mortgage will finally be paid off. That alone reduces yearly expenses to about $45,000. Already, the picture looks different. Now, let's add one more piece. Alex expects to receive around $18,000 each year from Social Security, which means the investment portfolio doesn't need to provide the full $45,000. It only needs to cover what's left. So, let's do the math. 45,000 minus 18,000 leaves $27,000. That's the amount Alex's savings need to generate each year. Now, multiply 27,000 by 25, and the answer is $675,000. Not 1 million, not 1.5 million, just $675,000. That's the difference between chasing someone else's retirement number and calculating your own. And that's exactly why personal finance is personal. All right, now it's your turn. Grab a piece of paper, or if that's easier, pause the video and open the Notes app on your phone, because in the next minute, you're going to calculate something that could completely change the way you think about retirement. Ready? Let's do it together. Step 1. Estimate how much you'll actually spend each year in retirement, not what you're spending today. Think about the life you want after work. Will the mortgage be gone? Will the kids have moved out? Will you travel more or live a little more simply? Be honest. This isn't about finding the perfect number. It's about finding your number. Step 2. Subtract any income you know you can count on. Maybe that's Social Security. Maybe it's a pension. Maybe it's rental income or another reliable source of cash flow. Whatever that number is, your investments don't have to replace it. Step 3. Take what's left and multiply it by 25. That's it. No complicated spreadsheets, no confusing financial jargon, just one simple calculation. And finally, step 4. look at the number in front of you, because that's your retirement target. Not the number from a headline, not the number your neighbor is chasing, your number. You know what's interesting? Most people who actually do this exercise feel an immediate sense of relief because they realize the number they've been worrying about was never really theirs to begin with. And more often than not, their real retirement number is smaller, clearer, and far more achievable than the scary $1 million figure they had in their head. That's the power of doing the math. It replaces fear with clarity. And once you have clarity, you finally have a plan. Before you go, there are a few important things I want you to keep in mind. These won't change the formula, but they can change the outcome. First, don't underestimate inflation. $45,000 today won't have the same buying power 20 years from now. Prices change. The cost of groceries changes. Housing changes. Travel changes. Healthcare changes. That's why most financial planners build in an annual inflation assumption, usually around 2 to 3%. It helps your retirement plan stay realistic instead of falling behind over time. Second, don't overlook healthcare. It's one of the biggest retirement expenses and one of the easiest to underestimate, especially if you plan to retire before Medicare begins. Planning ahead for medical costs can make a huge difference later. Here's another surprise. Many people assume their spending will keep going down after retirement, and in the early years, that's often true. You may spend less on commuting, work clothes, or raising children, but later in retirement, expenses can begin climbing again, often because of health care or the extra support people need as they get older. So don't assume today's retirement budget will stay exactly the same forever. And finally, don't treat today's calculation like it's carved in stone. Life changes. Your goals change. Markets change. Your health changes. So every few years, take an hour, sit down with your numbers, and update your plan. Because the best retirement strategy isn't the one you calculate once. It's the one that grows with your life. So, if there's one thing I hope you remember from this video, it's this. $1 million isn't your retirement number. Maybe it's close. Maybe it's much more than you'll ever need. Or maybe it isn't nearly enough. The truth is, there's no universal target. There never was. Your retirement number is personal. It depends on your lifestyle, your goals, your plans, and the life you want to build. And now you know exactly how to calculate it. Not by guessing, not by chasing headlines, but by using a simple formula that actually fits your situation. If this video helped make retirement feel a little less confusing, I'd really appreciate your support. Hit subscribe. Every week, we break down another financial myth or explain an investing concept using simple math, clear examples, and no unnecessary jargon. And if you're comfortable sharing, I'd love to hear from you. Use the formula we covered today. Calculate your own retirement number and leave it in the comments. I think you'll be surprised by how different everyone's answer is, because that's the whole point. There isn't one retirement number. There are millions of them, one for each of us. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.